Hello dear students, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to discuss the chapter alcohol, phenol, ether, and this is the first part of the phenol. We have already discussed the physical chemical properties of the alcohol. Now we are going to start with the phenol. Subscribe the channel right now. Phenol. So what is phenol basically? It is also a hydroxy compound. It is hydroxy compound. You can like and subscribe the channel and write down with me. In this hydroxy compounds, it is a derivative of benzene. Derivative of benzene. So let's do some nomenclature regarding that. For example, this is your phenol. Okay. The another name you must understand. This is called anyone cresol. But CH3 group is at ortho position. Okay. If there is two OH group presents at like that, this is known as catechol. And if OH two groups OH presents at 1 in fourth, 1 in third, this is called resource synol. And if there is OH group present at opposite to each other, we call it quinol, quinol, or it could be also named as hydroquinone. Hydroquinone. So these are the examples related to it. These are the derivative of benzene. Now we can also try the tri-hydroxy one. Right? Hydroxy. In this, we have three OH groups. In this, we have three OH groups. Suppose one it here, here, and then we have here. So it is known as pyrogalol. Then we have compounds like OH at 1, 2, and here also. This is known as hydroxyquinol. Hydroxyquinol, not non. Remember the difference between both of them. This is quinone and this is quinol, hydroxyquinol. Then we have another example. Draw the benzene ring. OH here. So this is known as fluoroglucinol. Fluoroglucinol. You must remember those names for the exam perspective of JEE. And the last one, very famous. This one you have to mark it. Can you name it? Remember this. You have to remember this very well. This is known as picric acid. This is picric acid. So these are the examples and nomenclature. Let's discuss more about phenol or hydroxybenzene. Okay. Or carbolic acid. So you can write down the heading phenol, hydroxybenzene, or carbolic acid. Carbolic acid. Okay. So this is first video about phenol. So we are generally discussing the nomenclature and what is phenol and all. So it is first discovered by the middle of in the middle of oil fraction of tar distillation. Phenol compound is basically acidic in nature, and it is antiseptic also, and used as disinfectant. It is soluble in aqueous NaOH, KOH, but insoluble in NaHCO3, sodium bicarbonate. When we talk about benzoic acid, like, so you can write down like that note. It is soluble in NaOH, KOH, and NaHCO3. It is soluble in all of them. So benzoic acid is soluble in all, but phenol is soluble in only two compounds, NaOH and KOH. So when we react this phenol with aqueous FeCl3, it gives the compound which is like C6H5O whole plus Fe, and this is violet in color. This product is violet in color. So these are the some examples related. Let's discuss now method of preparation. Method of preparation. So this is the compound. Here 3 moles Fe is attached to it, and Cl will be removed. Okay. Let's discuss it. Method of preparation. First is the easiest one and commonly used, from middle oil fraction of coal tar. Okay. The middle oil fraction mainly contain the phenol, which is acidic in nature, right? And naphthalene. So there are two products basically: phenol, which is acidic, and the second product is basically naphthalene bowls. Naphthalene, you have must remember that naphthalene is also neutral. The mixture is dissolved in NaOH, in which phenol is soluble and naphthalene is insoluble. So in aqueous NaOH, you can write down this is soluble, but this is insoluble in aqueous NaOH, and the aqueous solution on acidification gives phenol. Okay. Now the second method which we are going to use is industrial method from cumene. So first let's form the cumene. You have to take benzene, react benzene with propene. After reaction with NaOH presence, it will form cumene, which is this is cumene. Okay. Now what you have to do, this can be react with O2 at temperature 130 degrees Celsius. It will form cumene hydroperoxide. Cumene hydroperoxide. How does it look like? Let me show you. Okay. Now acidification of this gives phenol, ketone group, acetophenol. So these are the reactions on formation of on the cumene. Cumene is this compound and it will form the final product. I hope you are able to understand this. Next reaction which we are going to discuss is lab method. You can write down the second method is lab method. In this method, we will use 6H5SO3H. Benzene sulfonic acid reacts with NaOH. Fuse it will C6H5SO3Na. Exchange of ions. In the presence of NaOH, heat it will form C6H5OH plus Na2 sodium carbonate, Na2CO3. So this is the easiest method in lab. We will use it. Very the commercial method we call it dose method. Commercial yeah, dose method process. In this method, we have chlorobenzene. Chlorobenzene is treated with first, as you know, NaOH concentrated 300 to 400 degrees Celsius and high temperature. Then we have to do acidification by H plus. In the final product will be phenol in this case. The next method which we are going to discuss is benzene diazonium chloride. In this method, take benzene diazonium chloride, bad benzene. Okay, not so good. N double bond N Cl is treated with H2O. By boiling simply, it will form phenol plus N2 plus HCl. So these are the benzene diazonium chloride you can prepare. Also, it can be prepared from Grignard reagent. You know must Grignard reagent RMGX, that is R is here benzene reacts with half O2. It will give intermediate first OMGBr. Okay, and further hydrolysis give phenol in this case prepared from salicylic acid. You must have heard about salicylic acid. This is very famous from salicylic acid. This is the last method to prepare, which we are going to discuss. Then we will do some revision. So in this case, you have salicylic acid reacts with what? NaOH in the presence of CaO. Remember, this is exam perspective, very important. It will form phenol plus sodium carbonate plus H2. So these are the methods related to the preparation from salicylic acid, from Grignard, from benzene diazonium chloride, dose method, then we have method, then from cumene, which is also called industrial method. These are the methods we have to prepare it. Thanks for watching. Subscribe the channel.